the NCAA baseball tournament is getting ready to start on Friday. There's 64 teams in this tournament. For those of you that don't know, there are 16 1 seeds, 16 2 seeds, 16 3 seeds, and 16 4 seeds. And there are 16 regionals. The 1 seed is the host of each regional, and they play against a 2 seed, a 3 seed, and a 4 seed. And only one of those 4 teams will make it out of the regional. It's a double elimination. One of those teams will move on. They go to the super regionals, where they will play another regional champion, and those 2 teams will play each other in a best of 3 series. The winner of those super regionals move on to the 8-team College World Series, where again they are separated into 2 groups of 4, and each group of 4 plays a double elimination bracket. The winner of each of those double elimination brackets moves on to the national championship, and that's a best 2 out of 3 series as well. But anyway, so the NCAA tournament, the baseball tournament bracket was announced on Monday. They revealed it, and no surprise, North Carolina was the overall number 1 seed. Vanderbilt actually had the chance to be the overall number 1, but they fell in their conference tournament twice. They got knocked into the losers bracket early on, and then they went on to face LSU in the SEC championship game, and they ended up losing that one by, I believe, a run. So what they do with the NCAA baseball tournament, there are 16 1 seeds, but they rank the top 8, and those 8, if all goes according to plan, those 8 should be the 8 remaining by the time the 8-team College World Series begins. So it was the top 8 number 1 seeds were North Carolina, Vanderbilt, Oregon, LSU, Cal State Fullerton, Virginia, Florida State, and Oregon. But I'll go ahead, and I actually did my own bracket. I filled out my own bracket here. I follow college baseball a little bit, and I really like it. I actually prefer it to the pro game. Now, the experience is not quite the same as a pro game, but it's still interesting nonetheless. If you have the opportunity to go to a college baseball game, I highly suggest that you do it. It's definitely an experience you won't experience in any other type of level of baseball. And if you live in the South, particularly the Southeast, that's the best area to go to a college baseball game. The SEC is the dominant conference. The ACC is right up there too. They're pretty good. If you live in the Midwest or the Northeast, you're probably not going to see great baseball. I mean, there's good teams there, but the conferences just aren't as stacked as the SEC and the ACC. The Big 12 is usually pretty decent. Pac-12 is really good. Conference USA is pretty good. The Atlantic Sun, or not the Atlantic Sun, the Big South, even the Atlantic Sun, I think. But like I said, the 4 big ones I'd say are the SEC, the ACC, the Pac-12, and the Big 12. But anyway, here's a look at the brackets. So in this first regional, you got North Carolina, Canisius, Towson, Florida Atlantic, and there's their records right there. This regional, you've got South Carolina, St. Louis, Liberty, Clemson. This regional, you got North Carolina State, Binghamton, William and Mary, and Ole Miss. This regional, we've got Oregon, South Dakota State, San Francisco, and Rice. Here's Cal State Fullerton, Columbia, New Mexico, Arizona State. And here we've got UCLA, San Diego State, San Diego, and Cal Poly, which the long form of that is California Polytechnic San Luis Obispo, but Cal Poly is the shortened version. Here we've got Virginia Tech, Connecticut, Coastal Carolina, and Oklahoma. And then there's LSU, Jackson State, Sam Houston State, and Louisiana Lafayette. Up here, the number 2 overall 1 seed, Vanderbilt. Then you've got East Tennessee State, Illinois, and Georgia Tech. And here we've got Louisville, Bowling Green, Oklahoma State, and Miami. Here's Indiana, Valparaiso, Florida, and Austin Peay. And here we've got Florida State, Savannah State, Troy, and Alabama. Here we've got Virginia, Army, Elon, and UNC Wilmington. This regional has Mississippi State, Central Arkansas, Mercer, and South Alabama. This regional has Kansas State, Wichita State, Bryant, and Arkansas. And then the final regional, Oregon State, Texas San Antonio, UC Santa Barbara, and Texas A&M. And here's my NCAA baseball tournament bracket. Got North Carolina, South Carolina, NC State and Oregon, Cal State, Fullerton, UCLA, Oklahoma, LSU. They're my super regional champions, North Carolina, Oregon, Cal State, Fullerton, LSU. Regional champions on this side, Vanderbilt, Louisville, Florida, Florida State, Virginia, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Oregon State, with Oregon State, Mississippi State, Florida State, and Vanderbilt as my super regional champions. And then the two teams I've got advancing to the national championship, North Carolina and then Vanderbilt winning. Vanderbilt's, they've got 3 guys on that team that are major league prospects, 3 pitchers I should say. And I just feel like pitching is such a big factor in baseball, and especially in Major League Baseball right now. And if those 3 guys are ready, like they say they are in Sports Illustrated and all that stuff, if they're supposed to be high picks in the MLB draft, then that's why I'm just going to have to go with Vanderbilt. If you've got 3 good pitchers like that, you can rotate all 3, and you should be in pretty good shape. Each round, you can afford 1 loss, so I just feel like this is a position for Vanderbilt to win. I don't think they're going to have anything to worry about. They're going to go through here and they're just going to rip them. North Carolina, they've been strong all season, 52-8 overall, and that's why I've got them going as far as I do. But yeah, Vanderbilt over North Carolina, that's my national championship prediction.